Hey folks, thanks for using Finwrite's app to bulk update your subscription prices. Finwrite is the only solution on the market that allows you to update and increase your subscription prices without writing custom code. So we're excited that you're here. Now, we'll walk through how to use our product. We'd recommend taking a careful look through this video and the guide on our documentation page to make sure you avoid falling into some of the common traps and mistakes with updating Stripe subscriptions. The first thing that you'll need to get started is to download and install our app from the Stripe App Marketplace. And once you do that, you can access the app at any time from the app bar over here. Now, the first thing you'll want to do is click on creating a price update. What this step does is it finds the relevant subscriptions we want to act on and gives you a chance to confirm them before we go ahead and do anything. So we'll go ahead and select the price that we want. Just a note here, if you have similarly named prices and it's a bit complicated to figure out which one we're looking at, I'd recommend confirming that the price ID matches exactly what you have in mind. You can find your price IDs and the products that they're tied to under the product catalog in the Stripe dashboard. The other thing that our app allows you to do is you can also target subset of customers to roll out this change to, not all customers that have this particular price. You can do that by toggling on the target subset of customers over here. You can choose which customers to target either for inclusion or exclusion from the price change by putting in their customer IDs, which you can find from the Stripe dashboard under the customer tab, or also using metadata. Metadata are flags that are written to the customer object that you have that you could enter either manually through the dashboard, or you might have this through a third-party integration or your own code that is writing metadata keys and values over here. Again, you can use this to include or exclude. So let's go ahead and find subscriptions over here. We'll give the job a second to show up, and then this will take about a couple of minutes to find all the subscriptions that are relevant and surface for your confirmation. You can go ahead and work on other tabs or even close this tab and return here in a few minutes. We'll now hop back on once we see that the job is ready for the new price. Once we click into it, you can see that we're given the option to choose a new price. This particular price will be associated with the same product and the same interval. We don't currently support mixing products or different intervals, but please reach out to us if this is blocking your flow and we'll see if we can work with you to help you out. The other thing to keep in mind is you can choose to run this job now, or you can schedule it for the future if you do want to inform your customers first and schedule a billing update later in a few weeks or months. You will need to make sure that you're still subscribed to our service for that to go through. The other point to note before you go ahead and run the update is that while our update might run now, it will only take effect on the next billing/invoicing cycle. So do keep that in mind when you plan when to run the change. You can go ahead and select that you want to run this now for the purpose of our demo, and make sure that you understand how updates work by reading the doc and watching this video. Thanks for being here. So you can go ahead and check these two things, and we'll hit update now. And once again, we'll give this a few moments to populate in the jobs queue and start running. You'll see that this exists in a schedule status, and this will eventually transition to in progress and then completed when the job is done. And you can go ahead and close this tab or complete other tasks with this running in the background. We'll return here in a few minutes. Great, and we'll now see that the job status is completed. One thing to note here is it's very important, even if the job status shows as completed, to check that all the subscriptions successfully updated and that there were no failures. You can click the button here to review and then generate the list to look through any customer details and error codes if you do see any failures so that you can check what went wrong. For instance, if a subscription happened to be deleted after it was first found. And with that, we've just walked through how the subscription price updater works. Thanks for watching through this guide. We'd recommend reading the caveats and limitation sections to see if there are any other issues that you need to be aware of before you use our app. Thank you, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you've got more questions for us. We'd be happy to work with you.